Hello everybody, it's me, Andrew, and this is going to be a reveal of the Beautiful Creatures Tarot by J.R. Rivera with artwork by Jasmine Beckett Griffith, and the publisher is by Schiffer Publishing. So, when I say that I have been waiting for this deck for what feels like forever, I'm not lying. This is an amazing deck just from the cards that I've seen so far. I have opened the box and looked at the cards a little bit just to get to know them a little bit more so I could kind of give you guys a little accuracy instead of just a first glance. So the box is phenomenal. Phenomenal. It is such a good quality. And it's such a good size. Like, it's a big box and I like it. So you see the card on the front is the Six of Earth card, by the way. So then you have the back of it, which is just beautiful and has like a little, synopsis of the deck, what you can expect from the deck on the back. So the closure on the box is magnetic, so there's a little ribbon where you can pull it up. And on the inside, you have little ribbons that hold the box open. You have your About the Author and About the Illustrator. And let me just stop there for a minute and just talk a little bit about the author and the illustrator. So it is so cool because this is Jasmine Beckett Griffith's first tarot deck. We know her artwork and we love her artwork from decks like the Oracle of the Shapeshifters, the Oracle of Shadow and Light, and the Lay Vampire Oracle, as well as the Myth and Mermaid Oracle. So we're so familiar with her artwork, and her artwork opens up such a channel to your intuition, and it's just amazing. And so for this to be her first tarot deck, as well as JR's, this is JR's first tarot deck as well. So it's amazing to see these two collaborate on something that is so extraordinary. So I talked to the author quite a bit on Facebook, and there was a little bit of a distribution issue with this deck. But the old saying goes, if it's worth having, it's worth waiting for. And this is definitely worth having. Definitely. There's no doubt about it, no matter who you are. If you're a collector or if you're a professional reader or if you just dabble, you need this deck. It's amazing. So I was badgering him every single day. I was like, or it felt like every single day, where's the deck? Have you heard anything? Have you heard anything yet? What about now? So he was probably thankful that I got the deck so I can finally shut up. But no, he's a really nice guy, and you can really tell the love and the enthusiasm that he put into this deck. It's just out of this world. So I'm going to talk about the guidebook right now, which is 160 pages, and I think that doesn't include some of the pages in the back that you can, write your own notes. But so this is the book. It's a pretty good size. I like having really big books because then it's you don't have so much information on one page. You can kind of spread it out a little bit more. So let's see. We have in the very front we have the dedication. We have the acknowledgments, and then we have some really cool quotes. So the pursuit of truth and beauty is a sphere of activity in which we are permitted to remain children all our lives. That's beautiful. That's amazing. So we have the table of contents, which is really cool because I never really even really thought about this. He gives you the page for each card, so you don't have to flip through and try to find, oh, where's this card at, where's this card at. You have the exact page of the card, so that is really great. So we have a foreword by Barbara Moore. And if you know anything about tarot, you know that Barbara Moore is legit. Like, she has so many decks. She is a genius. Like, in the tarot world, she is everything. So to have a foreword by Barbara Moore in your very first tarot deck is amazing. She's so great. She wrote for the Shadowscapes Tarot and some other tarot decks too, but that's the one that I know she wrote for. So the introduction is talks about kind of the energy of the deck and how to work with the deck. Kind of gives you a little bit about the renaming of the deck, of some of the cards, as well as some in the suits. So it says about these beautiful creatures, like using it and getting to know it and stuff. So then we have spreads starting on page 11. So we have the 1 card, 1 answer, and we have a 3 card spread, the beautiful and ugly. We have a couple more 3 card spreads, and now we have some 5 card spreads. Love 5 card spreads. We have some more 5 card spreads, and here we have some 7 card spreads. So you get a lot of spreads with this. It's not your typical, here's your 3 card spread and here's your Celtic Cross. It's detailed and very, very detailed at that. So the beginning of each section looks like this. I believe there's a different character. He talks a little bit about the major arcana. And here starts the page with the cards. So for the major arcana, you have a page dedicated to the card. And you have the stuff about the card on the opposite side. So you have a little blurb about the card, like the card is speaking to you. And you have the keywords, a story about the card, upright and reverse meanings. If you use reversals, that's for you. If you don't use reversals, then you don't have to worry about it. So, and then we go into the minor arcana, and it is the same image. And with the minor arcana, you have a small representation of the card. You have the blurb, the keywords, the story, and the upright and reverse meanings. So it's pretty much the same thing, except the card is on the page instead of on the opposite page. And he has each suit. And one thing to note in this deck, the suits are not page, cups, wands, and pentacles. They are earths, airs, fires, and waters. So he just uses the elements of the suits, so which isn't really hard to get used to, especially coming from angel cards, because that's what they do as well. So then we have the court cards. So he did something really cool with the court cards that I really, really love. He made the court cards astrological signs, which is really cool. So it gives you kind of the archetype of the person that the card can allude to, as well as a situation. And it still has a story, like a little story about it, and it still has kind of like a little blurb about it, what the card is saying, and then the keyword for it. So it's really, really cool. He has, like you say, he has 4 for each of the suits, or yeah, 3 for each of the suits. And so then we have the nymph cards, and it's 1 of those for each suit as well. So it ends up being 4 for each suit. So we have the bonus cards, and I'm not going to show you the bonus cards because I want you to have an element of surprise. But like I said, also there is a space in the book to take notes. So if you need to make note of some of the card changes that have happened, just to kind of keep yourself on your toes, that's perfectly fine. So these are the sides of the cards. This is the backs of the cards. So we have Medusa. So you can not tell if it's upright or reversed. So I'm going to show you these cards in relation to a traditional sized tarot deck, just so you guys can see the size difference. So this is the Rider-Waite Tarot, and this is the Beautiful Creatures. So these aren't that much bigger. And they're not as big as I thought they were going to be, which is a plus. So like I do in all of my reveals, I'm going to show you the major arcana, and I'm going to show you the ones or aces, or aces or ones rather, in this particular deck, because we don't have aces, we have ones. And I'm going to show you the 9 of cups, or the 9 of waters in this case. And I will tell you the names of the cards that have been renamed. So here is the Explorer, which is the Fool. The Mage, which is the Magician. I love this card. This card is so cute. The High Priestess has become just the Priestess. The Empress. the Emperor, the Hierophantess, which was the Hierophant, the Lovers. And the borders on these cards are very, very pretty. The Chariot, and they don't really detract from the artwork a lot at all. So we have the Fortitude. This is the Strength card. Love this card. It's amazing. We have the Hermit, the Wheel. Justice has become the Equilibrium. Love the Green Witch. The Swinging One, which is the Hangman. Very Alice in Wonderland. You can see the Cheshire Cat, the White Rabbit, and the playing cards in the back. Transformation, which is the Death card. And Temperance for the Mediator. Or Mediator, rather, for the Temperance card. Addiction is the Devil card. I will say, when it comes to the Devil card, I expected something a little bit darker, but I still love this card. I think it really still sums up what the Devil card is about to me, which is kind of isolation and kind of isolating yourself. So I definitely see that. So this is the Unexpected, which was previously the Tower, which is amazing. We have the Star. I love this card. It's just so pretty. The Moon, as is this one. This whole deck is beautiful, so I'm probably going to say this deck is pretty, or this card is pretty for every card in this deck. The Sun. Judgment. When I say this is one of the biggest breaths of fresh air that I can possibly have had, because I've told you guys, when it comes to the Judgment card, I am never really a fan of the traditional symbolism, which kind of reminds me of the Book of Revelation in the Bible. I've never really been a fan of that, and this deck was a breath of fresh air when it came to that. And the last card of the Major Arcana is the World card. So in this card we have birds, butterflies, an elephant, crocodile, a tiger, a deer, a peacock. There's a lot of animals in this card. It's really great. So now I'm going to show you the ones, or the aces. So this is the One of Waters, which is the One of Swords, which is an amazing and beautiful card. I can definitely see where that would be the one of, or the Ace of Swords. So let's get the or not the Ace of Swords. Sorry, that's the Ace of Cups. My bad. We have the One of Airs, or the Ace of Swords. This is it. I love this one. You can actually see in the card inside the skull, there's actually a eyeball, which is kind of cool. And I want to show you guys the Two of Airs. I really, really like the Two of Airs card. There's just so much detail in it, and you can kind of tell the one on the, or on, the one in the orange, kind of has a look that she's, to me, it's a look of resentment. That's what it looks like to me, which matches perfectly with the clashing energies of the two of Airs. So this is the One of Earths, or the Ace of Earths, which I really, really like. The crystals remind me of malachite, but they're probably emeralds or somewhere around there. But this card really speaks to me about using the energies and the gifts of the earth, which are the crystals, to help you in your life. And I am going to show you guys the Six of Earths card which is the one that's on the cover, which is a great choice for the cover. Now here's the One of Fires, or the Ace of Wands. So this card really speaks to me because, to me, this card is about new passions and new beginnings and things that you're passionate about, and whether it be career, or I think it can mean a love life, even though it's more of the waters kind of territory. But I feel like it's passion nonetheless. And I feel like you have a baby kind of where the light should be in the jack-o'-lantern, and a baby represents kind of newness, and people are really, really passionate about, creating things. And when you create a child, you're very passionate about that child, obviously. So this card talks about, to me, being passionate about things that you work really hard to make, and that you put your time and effort into, and you come up with something beautiful. So I really, really love that card. I actually dreamed about that card last night. And there's also a card in here that I want to talk about, the Nine of Fires. I like that. I like that a lot. I like that a whole lot. To me, when it comes to the number 9, I was taught that 9 means to look back and to assess your progress as it pertains to things that you're passionate about when it comes to the fire suit or the wands suit. To me, this card speaks a lot about, and I could be totally off base with this, but my intuition is telling me that this card, at least what it means to me, is you were once passionate about something that is changing now, and that for me is why is what I represent with, Jesus being on the flag or the banner that she's holding, is something you were once very, very passionate about, but you've kind of lost sight of. Not in a bad way, you just moved on from it. So, and you can see that the storm clouds are parting in the back. I really feel like that's what that card is saying to me. And that's the beautiful thing about the cards. They say something different to everybody. So that is something that is just absolutely amazing. So I'm going to show you guys a few of the court cards and let you guys see those, so you can see what I'm talking about. So we don't have the traditional page knight, king and queen, or queen and king. We have like the crab of waters, the virgin of earths. Let's see. The scorpion of waters. And let's see, what's the last one I'm going to show you? We'll look at the ram of fires. And the nymph cards, I guess I can go ahead and show you all these. This is the nymph of fire, the nymph of earth, the nymph of air, and the nymph of water. So, and like I said, the 2 bonus cards, you'll have to see for yourself. So, the things that I absolutely love about this deck are, first and foremost, how amazing the box is. Because so many decks come in boxes that I cannot stand. If you watch my channel, if you've seen my reviews, you know that I loathe Llewellyn. Not the company, the boxes. To me, the boxes are sacrilege. I hate the boxes with a passion that I probably shouldn't even concern myself with, but I just cannot stand those boxes. They're so horrible, and I feel like it does a disservice to tarot when you have boxes like that. So I love the box. I love the guidebook. I love every single one of the cards. The different names of the major arcana, or I can already tell maybe I'll have to really kind of get in that mindset that they're different and not say the names of the cards that they represent. because knowing me, I'd be like, oh, this is Temperance. Oh wait, no, it's not. So that's going to be kind of one of the challenges. And then, of course, in every deck, when the court cards change, you have a little bit more to learn and to learn with. But this is the one time I actually don't mind it because I love astrology and the astrological signs. So it's going to be a little bit easier, and you get to learn kind of fun things about each sign. And I'm really excited about that. Let's see. And then having 2 bonus cards is really cool as well, that you can kind of play with and mess around with. So, like I said, this deck is amazing. I am so excited to finally have it. And I am going to be... Actually, I have ordered 2 decks. And the second deck is going to be part of a giveaway that I will be doing on my Facebook page, where you will, or if you would like to, I will be posting a picture of the deck when I get it, and with like a little paragraph about how to win it. And basically, the post that I share, if it gets 200 shares, I'm going to ask the angels and my intuition to give me the name of the person that should win the deck, as well as a reading from me. And then the second person will get a reading from me. And so it's very, very exciting because this is a chance to win one of the most amazing decks I think that has came out in a while. I would pair this with the Tarot Illuminati because I'm still not over that deck yet. I absolutely love it. And I think this deck is going to do what the Tarot Illuminati did for Tarot. It's going to kind of give Tarot a new face and kind of a new appeal to people, and especially to those who love the work of Jasmine Beckett Griffith and only use the Oracle cards. Now they're going to have kind of a little bit of a motivation to use Tarot as well, and to get to know the amazingness that is Tarot. So I am super excited about having this deck, and I've already used it for a daily draw, and people love it. People absolutely love it, and that's how you know you did a great job with this deck. So to JR and to Jasmine Beckett Griffith, I want to thank you guys so much because you guys made a truly amazing deck that I think I'm going to be using until I can't use it anymore, which will probably be never. So I hope you guys enjoyed this reveal / kind of review of the Beautiful Creatures Tarot by J.R. Rivera with artwork by Jasmine Beckett Griffith. If you would like to purchase this deck, I'm going to include the link to the publisher's website below, as well as ways to get in touch with Jasmine Beckett Griffith and J.R. Rivera. So all that will be below, as well as all of my contact information if you would like a reading from me, or to contact me about anything that you would like to know. If you have any decks that you would like to see me review or buy and reveal, just shoot me an email and let me know, and I'll see what I can do to get that deck. So I hope you guys have had an amazing week now that Mercury retrograde is over. Yay. And we are finally getting back on track. So I love you guys so much. Thank you for all of your love and support. And I will see you in my next video, which will be a weekly reading with none other than the Beautiful Creatures Tarot. So I'm very, very excited. And I will see you guys later. Angel blessings. Bye.